What's up, everybody? It's me here. I hope you all are doing well. There's a big shakeup being proposed in the trucking industry that involves raising the federal truck weight limit from 80,000 pounds to 91,000 pounds. Congress is looking at implementing a nationwide pilot program. That means you get to be part of the club. In the club, you get to be part of the first people who actually get to use the new increased weight limits, but also part of the problems that come along with it. So we're going to cover what's being proposed, why supporters back it, why critics worry about it, who's caught in the middle, and where it stands now. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Number one, what's being proposed? You probably already heard some of this in the intro there. Congress is considering a nationwide pilot program that allows trucks up to 91,000 pounds on federal highways. That is a 10,000-pound increase from the current 80,000-pound federal weight limit. Trucks over 80,000 pounds have been allowed on certain state routes since the early 1980s under various state laws, but the federal limit has remained at 80,000 pounds. The proposed increase would apply to six-axle trucks only. So why do they pick 91,000? Well, a standard 53-foot trailer loaded to its maximum capacity can weigh around 43,000 pounds. Add the average weight of a loaded tanker trailer, and you get around 80,000 pounds. Adding another 10,000-pound capacity to that leaves you with 91,000 pounds. Now, most trucks you see out there on the road, including those long combinations you see in videos like this one, they typically don't exceed 80,000 pounds. A lot of them are even far less than that. But when you've got long combinations or heavy loads, you've got to make multiple trips, and that increases the number of trucks on the road, which increases the cost and the time to move freight. Number two, why supporters back it. There are many reasons why people support increasing the federal weight limit. Here are three of the main ones. First, it will boost efficiency. Fewer trips will be needed to move the same amount of freight. Second, it will relieve the driver shortage pressure. You can move more freight with fewer trucks and drivers. And third, it will save money for carriers and shippers. In fact, the American Trucking Association estimates that allowing 91,000-pound trucks across the U.S. will save an estimated 64 million gallons of fuel annually. The ATA also claims that it will save motor carriers about $1.24 billion each year. The Shippers Coalition backs this proposal, too. They say that increasing the federal weight limit will save them up to $138 million per year in reduced shipping costs. But it's not just these large companies and industry groups who back the increase either. Even some state transportation departments are behind it, including Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. After all, allowing heavier trucks will bring in more weight-based fuel taxes, so this could potentially offset future maintenance costs. Number three, why critics are worried. Increasing the weight limit has many critics who share these three main worries. First, safety. Highway safety studies show that heavier trucks are associated with a 47% higher crash risk compared to lighter trucks. Crash risk increases with weight. For example, a 5-axle truck weighing 73,000 pounds has a 20% higher crash risk than an 80,000-pound truck. And a 6-axle truck weighing 80,000 pounds has a 47% higher crash risk than an 80,000-pound truck. Second, infrastructure. Bridges and roads aren't built to withstand the added weight. According to the American Road and Transportation Builders Association, repairs to roads and bridges could cost over $60 billion. Local governments and police often oppose this for two reasons. First, it's hard to enforce because it's tough to weigh trucks unless you've got one of those fancy in-motion weigh stations. And second, it can damage local roads, which adds maintenance costs for local municipalities. Number four, who's caught in the middle? Many owner-operators and small fleets are worried that they'll be stuck paying the costs to upgrade their equipment so that they can take advantage of the increased weight limits. However, that might not be necessary because most trucks on the road today could likely handle the extra 10,000 pounds without any issues. It's just the trailers that would need to be upgraded. But even still, there's uncertainty about what the rates will be for companies that haul overweight freight. Will they be high enough to offset the added costs? Honestly, we won't know until this is all rolled out. But there is one thing for sure. Logistics planners are uncertain about how quickly this might be implemented or which states will be included in the trial if it is approved. Number 5. Where it stands now. The proposal to increase the federal weight limit to 91,000 pounds for a national pilot program is still being debated in Congress, so it has not yet been passed. If it does pass, though, some states will likely be included in the early trials. States that are part of the FHWA's Everyday Counts Round 5 program. These states include Arizona, Arkansas, California, Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, Minnesota, Nebraska, South Carolina, Tennessee, Utah, and Wisconsin. Now, this proposal isn't perfect, but it does raise some important questions. Is it worth sacrificing some infrastructure and safety to save on fuel costs and increase efficiency? Do you think it's time for the U.S. to increase the federal weight limit? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you're watching this video, then you probably love trucks, just like I do. Lastly, please hit the like button so more people see how great the trucking industry is. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. All right, everyone, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching and have a safe one.